And we are live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Next Fest demo weekend. So, in lieu of a special demo day that I usually do every month, for June, I have decided to do an entire weekend dedicated to demos that I have found either through Next Fest or past demos that I've just been sitting on for a while and wanted to find the time to dedicate an entire weekend for, or some level of an event where I can just showcase a whole bunch of them at once. So if you are not familiar with the kinds of streams I do for demo day weekends, it is simply this. I have collected 4 demos that I showcase, and for the YouTube side of things, I then break those apart and get the ad breaks out so that they are nice and decently sized for the demo times that I have showcased. And I usually do this every month, and normally I do it for one day. But because it is a weekend of a Next Fest presentation, well, not presentation, but like a Next Fest event for Steam, I have decided to take an entire weekend up to dedicate the time over. And yeah, I'm excited to get to do this because I like to share demos and I like to share games that are coming up and look really cool. And I did my hardest to find games that weren't using generative AI. So, prefacing statement for this whole thing. As far as I am aware of, none of the games that I have found for this demo weekend have used generative AI during their development. I've checked the Steam discussions as far as if people pointed that out. I have checked for any AI disclosures that are in the descriptions of the game. And apparently there's another thing where if you can tell on a game using generative AI, if you look on the languages of the game to see how many languages the game will be available in. Because I've seen how the list can stretch on to infinity, and I'm like, oh my god. So I've done my curation process, and I've done my research to find if any of these have used it, and from the looks of it, it is not the case, but as I said, comments, feel free to correct it. So, yeah, my plan is to share 4 demos for today, and then 4 demos for the other days of the weekend. As I mentioned, Saturday might be up in the air because of Pathfinder, but we'll have to see. But for now, for this Friday, I will start with 4 demos of games to share with you all now. So, with that said, let me get the first demo up for you all. And this one I'm actually really excited to share because it looks so fucking interesting and weird, and I hear a lot of positive buzz about this one. Ooh, I gotta turn that down. And hopefully this works with my 8-bit dough. There. It does. Okay, I do like this music that's playing, though. There we go. All right. So the first demo I have to share with you all is one that I had seen footage of. Well, I saw gameplay trailer stuff, but I'd never seen the demo played in full. But then I saw that the demo came out and people were really hyping it up, really excited for it. And I was like, oh shit, this looks really rad. Because it is a retro 3D style turn-based RPG set in a fantasy mixed with spaghetti western sci-fi kind of world. Kind of reminiscent of Vampire Hunter D, if I were to point any towards an immediate likening of the setting. And I was like, oh shit, well I can't not play this now. So, let me pull the game up. Let me get the game audio capture. Where is it? I think it's this one. Yes. This is Entropy. As I mentioned, turn-based RPG with a retro 3D aesthetic in this kind of bizarre alien-like planet. But there's like TV screens and guns and armor, and it's just an odd mix of a setting, and I found it too intriguing to not try. So, Yeah, I got this the nanosecond the demo was available. I was like, oh fuck, this is available now? I'm gonna get on this immediately. So, yeah, I'm gonna be trying this all for you. I don't know how long this demo is. I'm going to give it as long of a fair shake as I can within a allotted time. So if there's more after the point where I decide to finish, I just want to at least preface in saying I'll try to give the game as much time as I can. But what I do have for you all is the release date. So this game, Entropy, is coming out on August 18th. So if you are interested in this game in any way, please, please, please go check it out. Because this game looks like some genuinely fun stuff. All right. Changing the category on Twitch. And we are now good to go. All right, let's get started. So we have difficulty modes here. Hard not available in demo, normal available, and easy not available. Dice advantage. Ooh, what's this? Dice advantageous rolls will roll 2 dice and select the highest result. Only applies to hit rolls, not damage. Difficulties can be changed mid-playthrough, but doing so may prevent certain achievements from being attainable. Okay. I can't read those. Hold on, let's try and read these. Easy. Dice rolls are always advantageous. Autosaves can be disabled. Doing so allows manual saving from the journal. Normal. To prevent streaks of bad luck, you'll sometimes get advantageous dice rolls. Autosaves cannot be disabled. And hard. The intended difficulty. Dice roll probabilities never lie. Okay, and autosaves cannot be disabled. Okay, so autosaves are enabled immediately. Good to know. Okay, so dice rolls probabilities never lie. So I'm guessing what that means is, like, if you have a 20% chance, that's truly 20%. Like, you do not get advantageous rolls. So sometimes advantage rolls happens in the background. At least that's what I'm gathering from this. All right, let's go. The hanged man kicks, finds footholds, gasps down air. Untying his noose, he steps from the stool to wake his children. Drainog Town, 1402 OEC, Old Yuri's something. Century? Calendar. How now, men, women, and a men all, and amen all. Amen? Amen all. We, the Tragus Performing Company, graciously thank you for your attendance. Our humble play begins o'er 1,000 years past, if you can imagine such a time. Psst, players? The sorry state of the lot of you. I can smell you from here. Did you all go swimming in the brewery? Now, which of you is performing Vartano tonight? You're almost up. And drunk or no, you better not botch your lines. Amen P, man P, woman P. Amen P. Of the third gender, neither man nor woman, oft misunderstood, you've grown resilient. Oh, cool, you can be non-binary in this game. Awesome. Man P, a young performer full of heart. You've always corralled others of your thinking. And Woman P, since girlhood you've borne the genetic traits of Claude Tragus, granting you keen reflexes. Alright, we'll just go man. Footsteps I hear. Ah, here comes Vartano, king of all the sorry souls of this wretched land. I take my leave. Your head throbs. You shouldn't have let the others corral you into drinking that 6th pint. Now, what were your lines again? Oh, woe engulfs me. Once the mere utterance of Vartano struck awe in every bosom of my kingdom. Now. Oh wait, now, I can't tell if that's a comma. It's like very faint, but I see the comma. Now they curse my name, spitting its letters as if poison. But I did not rule with the finest, the noblest, but did I not rule with the finest, the noblest of virtues? Did I not rule with... Shit, you think. What's the noblest, the kingliest virtue? I did not rule with heart. Did I not rule with heart, seeking only mirth from my subjects? Did I not rule with an agile mind, outwitting all who threatened us? Did I not rule with grit, so the kingdom could weather any hardship? Heart influences courage in battle, reducing the chances you will lose your nerve. Agility influences turn speed, hit rate, and evasion. And grit affects physical resilience, health, and resistance to certain statuses. Oh, that's an interesting way to pick your attributes. I'm gonna go heart because I feel like losing your nerve sounds really bad. Excuse me, drinking water. Heart increased slightly. Oh, they're different. Okay, so they're different stats, not like a preset that you pick. I will admit, mayhaps my studies distracted me. Mayhaps with my eyes averted, the rot set in. Your Majesty, the rebels are at thy palace gates. Ah, to think a king must bear arms against his own people. Well, so be it. Squire, bring me my... Damn, what weapon was it again? Bring me my sword and shield. Bring me my crossbow. Bring me my... Okay, so this is how we pick our build. Swords are governed by the melee attribute, which affects hit rate and damage for close combat arms. Crossbows are governed by the ranged attribute, which affects hit rate and damage from ranged weapons, and a codex lets you cast shaping spells. Success relies on the magic attribute of the miscast causes damage. I mean, I like my sword and board, so I'm gonna go... Well... I don't know, sword and shield or crossbow? I'm kind of feeling... Well, let's do a dice roll. Evens, sword and shield, odds, crossbow. That's fell on the floor, hold on. Natural 20, so I guess sword and shield. Melee increased. Now, throw open the gates! I will greet my subjects with the manners most pertinent on this wildest of nights. Mark these words. In terror they howl the name Vartano. This player Vartano is surely something. They shake and sway with pure passion for the material. If it's the same player I saw at Hogg's Tavern earlier, 'tis not passion that does it. Begging your pardon, sir, but an urgent report from the gates. Fighting's broken out, but with who we are not sure. Probably just drunkards starting trouble again. You two with me. Tutorial note. Oh, when on the field map, use L to move your character. A will allow you to talk to characters, so bottom face button. Okay. Do I have controller drift? I had controller drift. Wonderful! That can happen. Hold middle button to rotate the camera with the mouse. Alternatively, right stick can be used. Okay. L can also be used to enter first-person mode. Note that while using this mode, enemies will pause their movements. Oh, cool, so you won't get blindsided. That's actually really handy. Okay, so it says L, but it means left trigger. Cool! That's actually really nice to know. What's this? Oh, the camera's inverted. Hold on, I'm changing that. Camera. Or actually, no, it's... Yes. Much better. Actually, wait, no, hold on. Was it correct before? Either that or it didn't change. Oh well. Oh, shit! Demons! This deep in the gloaming aisles? Impossible! Soldiers, stand firm! And you there, players! I care not if those weapons be mere props. We need every able body. To me! You. He's talking about you, isn't he? On second thoughts, maybe you should have stopped on the 4th pint. We'll arrange into 2 rows. Theater players, get behind us. And use ranged weapons if you have them. Soldiers, defend those in the back. Now get ready. They come! Rows from the basis... Oh, it's row combat too. Rows form the basis of all combat, both for your party and the enemies. There are 2 rows, front and back. Characters in the front row will protect anyone directly behind them. Protected characters cannot be targeted by normal melee attacks, but they can still be targeted by ranged attacks or certain spells and abilities. Aha. Attack with enemy with single weapon. Defend. Increase defense and evasion until next turn. Speed normal. Attack with great increased accuracy, but delay your next turn. And attack with a chance to cause stun, but slightly lower accuracy. %2%. Oh, is that the miss chance? Aha. Oh god. A protected character in the back row cannot use normal melee attacks, only ranged weapons. Well, only ranged weapon spells and spears can be used from the back row. Good to know. Oh, there's a green mist around whoever you pick, or whoever's up next. Got it. Well, we can't really do anything. Gathered from Soul Garden, this moss can heal wounds when pressed against your flesh. Aha. Oh god. When a character is knocked out in combat, there is a chance they will permanently die. The fate of knocked out characters will be revealed at the end of a battle. There is a chance they will survive with an injury, but if they die from their wounds, there is no bringing them back. Note that the player is the only character who cannot permanently die. I see. Oh, this thing is like supposed to lose. Characters can use their turn to reposition. This action allows a character to move to any free position in the front or back rows. Use it if your formation has become disrupted. Aha. Wait, target? Oh, so the row isn't just set to your... Oh. Ranged weapons can be fired even when the character's protected, and can even target protected enemies. Aha. Characters may perform 1 action per turn. Each action will increase that character's turn delay by a certain amount, delaying their next turn. More powerful actions, like certain weapon skill abilities, may have a greater turn delay than a basic attack. Strike a specific body part. I see. Oh, I can change the perspective. Oh, fun. Ow. Press pause to enable more detailed tactical overlay showing characters' dice rolls, etc. Y can also be pressed to get a bird's eye view of the battlefield. Or I guess top face button for other controllers. Yeah, with the ability to attack all rows and high damage, yeah. There's no dice on surviving that one. After feeling like every bone in your body was crushed, there was only the briefest of agonies before all light, sound, and sensations drained from your world. How long did you linger in the darkness, in silence? A moment? An eternity? You cannot say. The sand runs thin. There is no time. The voice punctuates your silence. It is the first voice you have heard for a long time. Maybe the first voice you have ever heard. Ah, what feeble pickings are these, and the winds are weak. I'm losing sight. So be it. You'll have to do. The Tragus Company Journal, the prized possessions of your troop. You should take this back to Kavas, where your troop called home. You now have the troop journal. Press top face button to access it. This will allow you to view your party, the status of its members, and changing their equipment, among other things. So, demon attack caused us to lose everybody. This is bugging me. Hold on. Did this really not work? No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem like it worked. Okay. Guess so that's one thing to fix, is that the camera I don't think is changing for each thing you do. Coin gain. Found 10 coin. Okay. This is your journal. At any one time, you have a single selected party member visible on the left panel. You can scroll through party members using left trigger and right trigger. When you access a new journal menu page, such as equipment, you will be accessing that page with your currently selected party member. Using the equipment page, outfits to select party members with weapons, armors, and accessories. After equipping your characters, be sure to visit the formation page to make sure they are positioned to your liking. Remember that certain weapons can be used from the back row. Well, if I can find a spear, I'd actually like to use that. I like a spear. Spears are good. Okay, so medicinal medicine, usable, and key statuses. The status page contains all the key information about your selected party member. It can also be used to increase attributes if a character has increased in level. When increasing attributes, you are given the chance to commit or revert, allowing you to see the effects this will have on the character's success rate stats. You can also see contextual information on any ability, stat, or status effects belonging to the selected party member. If a character, for instance, has suffered an injury status effect, you may see its effects on this screen by selecting it. Oh, neat! So melee, good for the close-range melee weaponry. Range, magic stuff. Physical resistance is grit. Agility, action speed influences turn speed. Okay. And heart, force of will, influences courage in battle, likelihood to survive mortal wounds, and resistance to certain effects. Oh, so if you have high heart, you can more likely survive lethal attacks. Interesting, good to know. All right, formation. Holy shit, can you get a bunch of characters in this game? The formation page can be used to organize your active party. You may only have a certain number of characters in your active party at any one time. Any extra characters you will be put in the reserve. Your maximum active party size is 6, while you have up to 16 characters in reserve. You can also use the formation page to determine whether your active party members will start in the front row or the back row during a battle. You can only switch characters between the active and reserve parties by using this screen, on the world map or near a party reform point. Party reform points can be found scattered throughout places in the world. Look out for statues with glowing glyphs. Aha, so 6 parties in the front, 16 in reserve. That implies you can get a lot of party members. Also, ad break starting in 4 minutes, heads up. Here, under a simple shrine to the mummer, lies a hopeless grave. In these troubled times, few can achieve a place in a soul garden when they pass, but in fear of a dark death, their families bury them with the old rituals all the same. Okay, so that's little lore tidbits. Nice, good to know. It does not open from this side. Okay. So yeah, demon attack during our performance, and we are completely fucked. The demon, silhouetted before you, twitches wrongly. Oh, I love this portrait. Cuts and abrasions line its flesh, with bones protruding from lumps of clotted blood. It licks its lips.
Missed one, have we? Come hither, man-folk, for your blood pumps too cleanly through your skin flesh. My blade will make you pretty, and together we will rejoice.
All characters have courage, which represents their mental state. When a character is knocked out, their allies will lose courage. A character with low courage is easier to hit. Oh. In addition to attacking normally, a character can also choose to target a specific body part. Targeting has a lower chance to hit, but if enough damage is dealt, the body part can be destroyed, resulting in a powerful debuff. For instance, severing an enemy's arm may mean they can no longer use the weapon they held in that hand. Disabling a leg, meanwhile, will mean they can no longer reposition. Some monsters will have unique body parts with specific injury debuffs. It's worth experimenting with targeted attacks to find out what these are. So, if I were to... Okay, it won't let me select... Oh, there we go. It's right-handed, so let's go right arm. There we go. And now it can't hit me because it's missing its hand. You know, when I saw the trailer for this game, I didn't think turn-based RPG when I was seeing the overview shots, but no, this is indeed a turn-based RPG. The post-battle screen displays the statuses of your party after a battle. Characters receive experience from every fight, which will cause them to increase in level. With each new level, characters can increase their attribute points from the journal. Every few levels, they will also be able to select a new perk. The fate of any knocked out character will also be displayed here. If a character dies from their wounds, they will be permanently removed from your party. Oh, that's bold. Also, I think I might have turned the volume a little low. There we go. I think that'll work. Let's apply that. Perfect. Rusty armor. Rust armor that has seen better days. I don't think the previous owner survived the injury. Minus evasion and speed. After obtaining new equipment that you wish to use, be sure to equip it from the journal equipment page. Okay. So let's go ahead and equip that, and then we will go into our first ad break. So, 3 minutes of ads, hour of no pre-rolls after, so get hydrated, stretch, do whatever you need to do, and we will be right back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. All right. So, I'm guessing quests is self-explanatory. Active quests from this page. If a quest is resolved for good or ill, it will be removed from the list. So you can fail quests. Good to know. Also, I like that the armor shows up on the character.
All is black. Who goes there? Folk or demon?
Folk. Conthag? Conthag?
Conthag is merciful, and I recognize that voice. You were with the performers, weren't you? Prithee.
He suddenly coughs, loudly and slowly, blood dribbling down his chin. Well, yeah, he's half melted. Are you winning, son? I am winning with these demo picks. Hi, Lilith. Everybody, Lilith Vanille is in chat, who is the awesome artist for my emotes and profile picture. Let me pull this up real quick. If you want some great emotes and art, be sure to go check out Lilith Vanille. She's great. Those are all her socials over there. Lilith, how are you doing? What's up? We're doing a Next Fest demo showcase, and right now I am showcasing a game called Entropy, which is a low-poly 3D turn-based RPG, which is currently set off on a start of somehow you're back from the dead after getting mauled by a demon. I'm making bagels. Oh, nice. What toppings have you got on it? Is it everything, or are you just kind of going plain with cream cheese?
Prithee, would you heed the last request of a clad Draenog knight?
Oh, hold on. I clicked off the game. What do you need?
Alas, our semaphore tower was first to fall to the demons before the alarm could be raised. There's an inn over yonder, about a day's walk thereabouts. It's got its own semaphore tower, the next in the chain of Kuvas. We must make sure they've sent the message that this was a demon assault. Mayhaps word has gotten to them already, but I've met the old man who operates the tower, and he's a fool. I'd wager he'd reported only foul weather.
First, tell me what happened here.
Have you not eyes and ears? The spawn of Vartano has descended on this town. By morning, all will be ash. They burned the tower, then sent some emissary to bargain with our inner clad.
Clad?
I was at the gates when it happened. One of our grandams, bless her soul, she let her bastard in, and 'twas all a ruse. They were upon us.
Let the bastards in. Let the bastard in. He coughs and wheezes.
You'd best be off. But first, take my mace. I've not the strength to swing it anyway. The shattered sword will have to do.
Bacon and eggs with cream cheese? Nice. Good picks. Rusty mace. A mace with a curious design. A creature of an era long gone. Ability, stun strike. Ooh, breaking blow.
Now leave me to my fate. I won't see my ancestors, but I've done them proud.
Alright, and then we open for more medicinal moss. Yeah, I hope your day has been going well. Mine's been good. I have done a bit of a shopping day, and I set up all of the demos that I've got for this weekend. So I'm very excited to get to share more of these with you all. I've got 4, and this is the first of the 4. So you're just in time. If you enter an enemy's line of sight, it will chase you down and attack, initiating a battle. But if you approach an enemy from behind, it will take a moment to notice you, even if you are running. This means it is possible to avoid encounters, but you can also use the left face button, I think? That's what X is? Yeah, I think that's X. To unsheath your weapon, and it will be readied. And with it readied, strike an enemy. Striking an unaware enemy will give you the advantage in battle, allowing your characters to strike first. I really like the... Also, new model looks incredible. Thank you. It was done by SamtheSilkie. Let me pull him up real quick for you. So, those are the links for SamtheSilkie, his Blue Sky, his VGen, and his Twitch. I recommend you all please go follow and support SamtheSilkie. He's awesome and a very talented artist. And also does VTubing as well. He's a low-poly fluffy chicken. So, would recommend. He was awesome to work with and did a great job on my model. I do like that the demons have such variable looks. Attack a single enemy with equipped weapon. So, demon lungs. Bronchi. I do like seeing the turn order on the side. That's really nice. Awesome. And I'm guessing stun, yep, delays their turn. There we go. Okay, so far so good. I like the slight filter that is on the screen that gives the game kind of a CRT feel to it. Very unique. Oh, I love these portraits! They're so good! Tozer. The young wayfarer trembles before you, her eyes darting around the flame-licked ruins. A globule of snot hanging uneasily from a nostril. Oh, this isn't what I expected from the great town of Drainog. Not at all. Clutched to her belly is a tattered codex, stuffed full of markers. If you didn't know any better, you'd almost say it looked like a spell book. Noticing your interest, she clutches the book tighter. Oh, this old thing? I suppose I'm not what most people expect when they think of a shaper wizard, but I've been tortured by the elder of my village since I was this high. I can speak with the makers around us, and I've even mastered a whole spell. A whole spell? What is it then? Oh well, I've been practicing Fag for years, where you summon insects to do your bidding. Only I could only get the really tiny ones to answer my call, and they'd just crawl over me and make me very itchy. But last year, I finally got the hang of Bile. I can cast it nearly every time. Only very rarely do I botch it, honest. Wait, what happens when Bile goes wrong? Well, you see, it's a spell to weaponize the makers in your gut, so you're supposed to vomit poisonous stomach acid everywhere, but if you miscast the spell, you can just rupture an organ and cough blood all over yourself. It hurts real bad. A surge of flame bursts from a pile of wreckage nearby, causing you both to cower before the searing heat. Look, we should really get out of here, huh? Can I tag along with you? Two's better than one. She beams smile, revealing a few missing teeth. Oh, makers be praised. I'm Tozer, by the way. Let's get out of here. Okay, so that's our first party member. New party members. It is of the utmost importance to recruit new party members. Some party members will offer to join your party when talked to, but you can also purchase new party members from a mercenary notice board. Oh, that's how you can end up with so many party members. I see. Make sure to check the equipment of any new party members in the journal equipment page. You can also use the journal formation page to arrange party members into the front and back rows. Because yes, Lilith, I know how much you like your classic Final Fantasies, like your 10s and your 9s and so forth. This RPG's got a front and back row. When's the last time you ever heard of that? Alright, I'm gonna send her to the back row since she's a spellcaster. What have you got for equipment? What do you have for equipment? Tatty Codex. Old beaten down grimoire used by shapers, enable magic shaping, and rusty armor. Oh, front and back row? Yeah! Got that old style look to it. And what have you got for abilities? Game of the year, just call it right now. Hey, if you're interested, this game is coming out August 18th. Just saying. The ability pages covers both battle abilities and perks of the selected party member. Battle abilities are any abilities that can be used on a character's turn. See their effects here. Perks are permanent buffs. A new perk can be selected once specific level milestones are reached. Oh, so they're like feats in D&D. Cool. A character can select their first perk at level 3. Wow, even at level 3. Moderate damage can cause poison. Okay, cool. First party member. Ah, over there, look. It's one of those demons. Makers, don't they look so creepy? It's not quite like a corpse, but like the body is remaking itself. That one has armor on. If I could only try casting a spell, we could bypass its defenses and try to poison it. And those little walking lungs must be using makers to walk around like that. So it's probably magical. Try targeting its bronchi and maybe you can stop it casting any spells. Oh damn, they've heard me yapping. Here we go. All right. So yeah, the other cool thing is that we can target specific body parts on an enemy. So as she pointed out, I can target the lung part of these demon lungs to prevent it from casting spells. And earlier I broke off a demon's right arm to prevent it from being able to attack me at all. Or at the very least to mitigate the damage. So this game's got some depth on the mechanics here, which I like a lot. Shaping spells and channeling spells can be cast just like ranged weapons, e.g. from the back row. While exceptionally powerful, spells can miscast, causing not only the spells to fail, but also the caster to receive damage. Right now, you only have a Codex spellcasting item, which means you can only cast shaping spells. These physically based spells are difficult to cast, but can have devastating effects. When you find or purchase a new spell, it will become available for all casters in your party, even to new recruits. Finally, if a party member gains certain perks, such as Shaper Wizard or Overcast, the spells available to them will become more powerful. Be sure to check the abilities journal screen for more info. Oh, neat! Okay, so there's different spell capacities, and spells are not going to be locked to one character when you learn them. That's really cool, actually. All right, we'll cast Bile on the Armored Demon. There we go. Yeah, I've been seeing this game be circulated around, and it looks really good. Been meaning to get to this one for a while. All right. We'll do Bile again. We are getting pretty badly hit. Okay, the lung part of it is done, so we'll just do a regular attack. And then you, I need you to heal me. Oh, great! The party inventory is shared and not separated by character. That's actually really handy. Let's pass. I do like how the turn order rearranges itself when you change things around like that. That's actually really handy. There's some small things here that I actually really enjoy, because I've had instances of like forgetting what characters tend to have what items they have in their inventory. Characters won't leave your party if you run out of money, but you will be very poor. Interesting. So if I have to keep a certain amount of money on, or I have to keep a certain amount of money on me for characters to want to stay loyal, especially if they're hired. Oh, that's really interesting. Leather hat, a simple leather hat. Let's equip that onto her. I want my spellcasters defended. They are very squishy. And I'm going to go ahead and use another one of those on me to heal up. Capitalism, the ultimate BBG. Yep. Yeah. Although it does make sense, like, if a mercenary character finds out that you're broke as hell and can't pay you, and you can't pay them anymore, of course they're not going to want to hang around. Oh, other fun thing, Lilith. Look, your equipped items actually appear on party members. Not just the weapons and shields, but it's like the armor, too. For real, I don't work for free. Got bills to pay. Make sure to check your weapon skills of your equipment weapons and use them to your equipped weapons and use them to your advantage in combat. Every type of weapon has an associated weapon skill that can be used instead of a normal attack. They are often more tactical, though they may have certain drawbacks. Ooh, they appear, I love that. Yeah, it's the little things, it really is. A sword, for instance, has the focus strike weapon skill, which almost guarantees you will hit your target, but at the cost of delaying your next turn. Maces, meanwhile, can perform a stun strike, which sacrifices accuracy for the chance of stunning the enemy. You can find out more information about weapon skills in the abilities journal page, or alternatively by toggling combat info during battle with the pause button. So, for instance, yeah, you just bring it up like that. And I'm going to target the right arm since it seems to be the one with the weapon. And it seems no matter what, I do just get to sever the weapon even with a mace. There we go. It doesn't look like we have an MP cost in this game either, so really the only drawback with casting spells is the miscast chances. That's actually really nice to know, because I was wondering, like, how do they balance spells besides the miscast, but if it's just, you know, make sure that you're, like, just be sure that your miscast chance isn't too bad, that's actually really handy. All right, target. Heh, nice miss, bozo. And then I'm going to attack this to kill it. There. And then bile on you. Okay, and there's a miscast. So essentially, if miscast on bile happens, you get acid reflux. If I were to make any kind of relation to what that might feel like. Like, imagine that. Imagine you try to cast a spell and you misfire the spell. Oh God. It got a critical on me? Son of a bitch. All right. Well, I guess we'll learn what happens with a KO. Oh God. Oh no. Please hit. Please hit. Please do not. There we go. Well. And a knocked out character doesn't receive experience. Statuses. Okay, well, I think it didn't really affect me that badly. So I think it only really affects characters that aren't the player character. Good to know. Hard to anticipate whenever you get critical hit like that. Malicious Spear, a long spear for thrusting. Is that a weather vane? Oh, it's a weather vane added onto a... That is amazing. They repurposed a weather vane into a spear. Add ability disrupt, add ability sweep. Ooh. Okay. I see someone down there, so maybe we end up getting another party member? Maybe? Who are you? Are you getting out of here? Come on, let's make a break for it together. Sure, let's go. Shears? Oh, wow. If we get in a fight with any demons, let's try to run, okay? So you must be a Jesus Christ, your HP! Hold on, let me see what you've got. Just a rusty sword. No other equipment. What are your abilities? I love the PS1 look of this game. Oh, yeah. Like, that's something that I genuinely really love about this game is, and other games in recent time with indies, is that they just go for the retro aesthetic on low poly 3D, which has its own charm, and frankly, has a lot of advantages to creating really unique art styles versus a lot of, you know, more hyper-realistic games nowadays. Sorry, friends texted me. Okay. But yeah, there's also a lot of little touches here that add to that feel, like the filter that's on the screen that makes it look very CRT and distorted. It has a nice bit of charm to it. You know, back when faces were textures as opposed to fully sculpted into the model. Okay, so you want to run from enemies, but I like experience. Soldier armor can stop a crossbow bolt, but probably yields to a bullet. Right, yeah, because as I mentioned when I started this, there are guns in this game. There are guns in this game, and they likely will hurt. Okay, and this was the start of the area. Got a skedaddle? Thanks for dropping by. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your bacon, egg, and cream cheese bagels. Enjoy your demos. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Again, everybody, please go follow and support Lilith. She's awesome and a very talented artist. Go do it. Go support her. Actually, let me go ahead and just do the thing again. Go check her out. Those are her links. Her links are also on the YouTube side of things in my descriptions on YouTube, everybody, so yeah. Also, wait, hold on, what was that prompt I saw? I don't think I saw another prompt. Oh, that's the autosave. Oh, that's what I'm seeing.
Right.
In over yonder to get to the tower. Okay, so I made a full circle, but where's progress? Think it's this way? Yes, it looks like it. Alright, tutorial saving note. Remember, Entropy auto-saves your progress. If you quit the game, the next time you play, you will respawn at the last shrine you visited. There's no game over in Entropy, but your mercenaries can die permanently, so watch your step. Okay, good to know.
Oh!
An imposing stranger in charcoal black armor approaches you. The flickers of flame you struggle to make out in the flickers of flame you struggle to make out the figure when his booming voice pins you to the ground.
What's this? A rodent scurrying from the flames. Ah, but we recognize this one. You performed a play earlier this eve. We watched and listened from beyond the walls. We are not so dissimilar, for my kind knows how to strut and fret upon a stage.
The figure gestures at the surrounding carnage.
You could call this a performance of your own. Pray tell, do you not like it?
If this is a performance, the playwright's an ass.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. All sound and fury, signifying nothing. Just as we like it.
Okay, now the question is this our first boss? Alright. You target demon right arm. There we go. Ooh, a critical. Hell yeah. And you also target the right arm. Beautiful. And then you bile on the mysterious figure. Make him barf. Okay, so it's reduced damage, not nullified damage. Good to know. God damn it, miss. There we go. You know, it makes me wonder, if the enemies get knocked out, do they have chances of revival as well? There we go. Okay, bile again. This dude is weak to having tummy hurt. Does he have a gun? I can't tell. It looks like it. Oh, come on. There we go. Big experience. Upkeep -2. Okay, so -2 from the money is the upkeep of your party. So if the upkeep overtakes it, I see.
So, this is the end. Out, brief candle.
Can I go loot his body? Or just see what his deal is? No? Okay. More coin. Good. And it looks like that's kind of it. Here, under the simple shrine of the mummer, lies a hopeless grave. In these troubled times, few can achieve a place in a soul garden. Okay, we already read that. All right. Oh, I like the glyphs of animation. That's fun. This is the world map. Here you may explore freely, though beware that you may be attacked while on the road. As you are surely aware, all compasses point to Tourmaline, the mythical ancient city. Wait, something. Why? Nobody knows, or at least nobody you've ever met. Okay, that's what that said. Kuvas, your home city, lies in the direction of Tourmaline, so it is Tourmaline on your compass. Or Tourmaline... Tormwards, that's the word. However, the road to Kuvas weaves uneasily through these gloaming isles, so you will have to follow in Torm West, that is, west of Tourmaline, at least for now. So Torm West, then West, Torm Wards, Torm East, East, Void. Oh! So Void is south, and then Torm is north. Interesting. Oh, I like that these locations are highlighted. This game looks so cool! I really like the look of this. Like, look at this world. It's so fun. Campfire. Use this in the world map to make camp. Consumed on use. And who are you? I love these portraits so much. Like, I love the stark shading. Like, the completely black shading to emphasize shading and shadow. And he's got a cat. The man looks at you with tired eyes. Some foreign creature stirs within his clothing. You think it might be some type of rat. Well met, travelers. You can call me Lanark. These roads are seldom trod by small groups. You should be on your guard. We just fled the demons at Draynog. Do you know where it's safe? The Blind Bat Inn is about a day's walk over yonder. I've seen other refugees pass that way too. He looks you up and down, then sighs. You don't exactly look prepared to face the perils of the road. Pray tell, what's your profession? I'm a player in a theatre troupe. The last left alive. Ah! So you only know how to swing a sword in one of Dyfed's plays? Well, I can hardly let you wander off without sparing some word of advice. So, what do you wish to know? I'd like to ask for directions. You've got a compass, yes? Well, where are you headed? Kuvas, home of my troupe. So, you're homeward bound, eh? Well, you're a ways away, so it'll be quick to trek. It'll be quite the trek. Not quick, quite the trek. At least it's easy to get your bearings from this place. Kuvas is Tormwards from here, so you just have to follow the big arrow on your compass. Or you would if the gloaming isles weren't so irregular. The path curves around towards Torm West, taking you past the Blind Bat Inn. You probably passed through a Tragus outpost to get here from Kuvas, but I'm afraid all the gates have been locked shut on account of quarantine measures, so you may need to get creative if you wish to return home. I've heard there's a path through Kuthag's forest, but I would not advise it. Folks say the soul gardener who tends to it has gone mad. Okay, looking for a place to rest and resupply. Ah, well, you're in luck. The Blind Bat Inn lies about a day's journey Torm West down the road. It runs by Ialtag. That's the word, Ialtag, who's a kind soul. I'm sure many who fled the carnage at Draynog are already seeking refuge there. Whatever you do, just don't stray too far west of the road. That way lies a bad place. And anyway, the Targus gate is locked shut. I need help understanding this damn compass. Did you never have to navigate for your troop? Very well, I'll explain the basics to you. All compasses point to the ancient city of Tourmaline, the capital of the long-faded Uris Empire, and from where the despised Emperor Vartano once ruled. Nobody knows why compasses point that way. Legend says that long ago, compasses used to point in a different direction, but they were all enchanted by Vartano, such was his ego. Regardless, it matters not. When getting your bearings with a compass, first you must orient yourself to Tourmaline. Then you can determine the other cardinal directions of east, west, and in the opposite direction from Tourmaline. Voidward. From there, you can calculate the ordinal direction. That's the word. Ordinal directions between those. Tourmaline, Torm East, Torm West, Void East. You get the idea. Okay, that's all. Certainly. Did you want to ask about anything else? I seek advice on prowess in battle. He smirks. You surely need it. Well, ask away. I think I've... Tell me of injuries and resting. If an ally's health is depleted, they will fall in battle. You will not be able to rouse them for the rest of the fight. Their fate is with the gods, and it is only when the battle is done that you will discover their condition. Some will miraculously escape with nary a scratch. Others will suffer an injury, a long-lasting affliction that will reduce their combat prowess. Others will simply die. When a party member dies, there's nothing that can be done. You will retain their equipment, but will have lost a companion. Resting at a safe location will heal all your health and any negative status effects, but it will not heal your injuries. For that, you must seek a doctor. Also, if you have camping supplies, you can use them to set up camp while on the world map. This will let you speak to your party members and rest. Interesting, so we can speak to our party members at the camp, but not at inns? I guess we'll find that out. Certainly. Did you want to ask anything else? That's all, thank you, Lenark. He nods. Well, it does not sound like I can bring him in my party. Dang it. I was hoping to bring someone with a gun. While on the world map, press the left face button to set up camp for the night. Doing so will transition to the camp scene and heal your party members, though more serious injuries may require a doctor. You may also speak with your current party members while at camp. You need camp supplies to set up camp. Make sure to purchase these from a shop if you are running low. Good to know. Locked. Okay. The guard outstretches a hand as you approach. Not one step further, you lot. The Draenor gate is closed on account of the quarantine. What's through this gate anyway? Any folk will tell you. There's nothing but rusted junk beyond these walls, and the old castle fell to war or famine, and the scrap mines either dried up or deemed too dangerous. Few pass through here now. Must be a way to get through. Only those with passage humors can pass. A special type of germ that you get by drinking passage scob. Diplomats and high-flying folk from Kavas might have it, but not you lot. Okay, I guess we'll be off then. Aye, don't bother coming back, unless you've got passage humors sloshing in your guts. Also, is that a six-eyed wolf? It is a six-eyed wolf. Yeah, so far the setting is quite an impression setter, and I love the look of this game. It's so cool. Alright, Blind Bat Inn. I'll drink a little water real quick before we go further. Whoa. Dude, you need to get in the sun. Selgair. The young Aemon stands uneasy as their sullen eyes meet yours. They scratch underneath their ill-fitted cuirass. Say, tally-ho, wayfarer. Dost thee come from Draenor, perchance? Yes, the place smolders in ruin. They gulp. So the rumors are true. I'd sought to travel there, for I'd heard talk of demon sightings, and I'm a hunter by trade. They call me Selgair. I'm technically a Strigoi hunter, only since the mythical beasts are long extinct in these lands. Other prey must suffice. Mostly rodents, if I'm honest. You're a Strigoi hunter? The last of this Selgair line. My pa would throw a fit. Me. Last of the Strigoi hunters, a lad who's never even seen one of the beasts, and an Aemon to boot. They are wicked things, lightning fast. They feast upon human flesh, and can be killed solely by beheading. Only a strigoi has not been seen in the Gloaming Isles since my father slew the beast of Baranduk before I was born. Many assume they are but a myth. As thee can imagine, 'tis trying times for a hunter of an extinct beast. Where am I? This is the Blind Bat Inn, so named because it lies on the road to Kvass, the greatest city of these Gloaming Isles, which bears the emblem of a bat. Though not a place of import itself, the inn is host to a Cephamos tower, which passes messages down a chain of similar towers on the horizon. I need to return to Kvass. Do you know the way? Well, I came through the gate to Kvass, which sits next to Kothag's forest. Only I've heard they locked it tight on account of the quarantine. So maybe the only way to Kvass might be cutting through Kothag's forest itself? Though that's a dangerous route, full of peril. Still, if you want to risk it, Kothag's forest is Tom East on a compass from here. Alright, farewell, Selgair. Wait, before thee departs. Would thee consider taking me on thine travels? I'm destitute, see, but as long as I can take my share of the coin, like any muck, I can lend my sword to thine courage. Sure, why not? Selgair. Awesome. They grin weakly. Many thanks, Wayfarer. I won't let you down. What's their equipment like? Let me see. Ah, they've got a crossbow. Cool. Nice. I'm kind of feeling the spear. And then shears. Actually, hold on. Let me see what the status is like. So my melee is 10, range 5, magic 4. Oh, you are ranged. So maybe you should have the spear. And you're high in magic, too. Magic and grit. Why? Oh, your magic's 3. Her magic is 12. Okay. So in that case, you... I take the mace, you take the spear. And... yeah, that should work. Formation. They go back row. Selgair, there you are. Perfect. Yesterday we got the freak to sing a little song for us. The maidens of the old Dolganau? It's hard to read with that font. 'Twas the maidens of the old Dolganag 'twas. Made me all teary-eyed. Ah, Vartana's piss. Burn me. Vartana's piss burn me. It's no use. We're trying to interrogate the darn thing, but anything it spits out is utter nonsense. Yesterday we got the freak to see... Wait, no, we already talked to you. I think this thing was once my neighbor, Pavel. That's why I vouched with the boys to leave it alive. You hear me, Pavel? You sob son of a whore. Ugh, oh. Ah. Oh, wait. A company of mercenaries made this old crooked tree into a place of grim folly. You cautiously approach the grotesque head hanging from one of the branches. Try to talk to the freak. Bah, bah. The creature's grimace ripples. We did him good. We have him had. Bah, bah. The head gives you a loud belch. Inspect the head. Is that a tiny hand you see, sprouting from the clump of flesh that dangles below what was once the neck of this poor man? Interrogate the head. You try speaking some sense into the demonic fiend in front of you for a while, but to very little success. Also, the head reeks incredibly bad. What is your mission? To kill, to break, to maim, bar, 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 bar. The head seems to be physically exhausted. Never mind. The head continues, its murmurs slowly rotating. Hang on there, head. The head continues its murmur, slowly rotting. Party reform points. Party reform points can be found scattered throughout the places in the world. Look out for statues with glowing glyphs. These are meeting places you are able to switch party members between active and reserve part. Okay. Remember that you can always switch characters on the world map. Okay, but not in areas. Good to know. Oh, we don't have reserve party members now. The woman is unresponsive. Her eyes still see the flames of Drainog. Okay, so you're a survivor. So that's the tower. What's in the inn?
Oh, hello.
Ealtag. Ah, poor thing. Are you a survivor of Drainog? We've others claiming refuge here too. My name's Ealtag. Please let me know if you want a bed or anything else. I'd like to buy supplies. We're running low, but I'll see what I can muster. Rags, medicine, rusty dagger. The best money makers on the road. Add ability Vital Strike and Quick Strike. It's 5. I've got 71. Phage. Damages a single target with a swarm of insects. High piercing and break. Oh, I'm just shy on that. Damn it. Watery Scob. Cures afflictions. You know what? Let's buy 5 of these. I'm looking for hired swords. Aye, the road can be dangerous for a loner. Well, there's a notice board over there on the other side of the room. Some folk will gladly join you for the right price. Can I ask you something else? Of course, this place is the Blind Bat. Just between Cathog's Forest and, well, what used to be Drainog Town. Why the Blind Bat? There's been an inn here for as long as anyone can remember. Long before these dark days, and it's always been called the Blind Bat. We're the furthest Clad Tragus establishment from Kuvas. And Clad Trogs is known for their bat-like mutations. She points at her angular ears. Hence the Blind Bat. So yeah, there's mutations and stuff too. Need to get to Kuvas. What's the best route? Well, it's a few days' travel, if word has gotten to the checkpoint. If word's gotten to the checkpoint, they'll have enforced quarantine, and you won't be able to pass, which only leaves Cathog's Forest, and I really, really wouldn't advise that route. But, as things are, Cathog's Forest may be your only option. On a compass, it's turned east from this inn. So that sounds like our first dungeon. Tell me about Drainog, the town that burned. The town you came from? You just came from? Well, you'd know better than me, but I heard the place was ransacked. Some say by brigands, but others say demons. Of course, I don't want to call anyone a liar, but the town was home to Clad Drainog. For generations, they fortified the place with wooden palisades, like hedgehog spikes. Pretty impenetrable for a demon. Now, we've got our fair share of demons in these parts, but a band of sentient ones, organised and clever enough to lay siege to a town. Maybe I just don't want it to be true. Tell me about Cathog's Forest. Well, Cathog is, or was, a soul gardener. One of the most revered spirits of these isles. He tended to the ancestor spirits of Clad Drainog and Clad Tragus, and a few others, helping them pass into the other world. But some generations ago, something happened. Some say Cathog was corrupted by demons. Others say he went mad. Either way, his garden was corrupted. It's now a hellish place, beset by unthinkable terrors. Some still perform funerals at the forest's edge, but none of the deceased meet their ancestors. No, it is done as a punishment for unforgivable crimes. Most of us here know that a dark death is the best we can hope for when we pass. Oh, a Drainog soldier.
Oi, you there?
The soldier slams down his pint and affixes you with a penetrating stare from his one good eye. Greet him warmly. He interrupts your niceties with a wave of the hand.
Ah, blah. Now, see here. You look like you've been travelling the roads. Tell me, have you been accosted by the damn gloaming gets?
Gloaming who?
Those sods defile the name of our gloaming isles with their petulant moniker. But that's not why I hate them. No. Well, not just why. Those bastards stole my pipe! That thing was passed down from my father, who kept it with him all through the Third Demon Crusade. He said puffing on that thing was all that kept him sane amid the horrors. Now, I've got a purse of coin for anyone who could get it back for me.
I'll see what I can do.
Ah, that's the spirit. Their camp is atop the cliffs, about a day's hike up the hill behind the Blind Bat Inn.
The old soldier gives you a brief nod, then returns to his pint, seemingly done with the conversation. And who are you? When Cathag turned her back on us, Draenog survived. When the skies rained putrid piss from Vartano himself on our heads for 3 months straight, Draenog stood strong. But now... Oh. The man starts sobbing like a child who got lost in the dark forest. Okay, so these are the beds. So we got our first quest, and this is the notice board. Okay. Fintan. Fintan is a member of Clad... Oh, wait, hold on. Characters displayed on the mercenary notice board may be recruited into your party. The fee to hire a character is determined by their level and equipment. Note that some characters may be cheaper than normal because they are injured. Oh. Fintan is a member of Clad Trigus, known for its bat-like mutations. Skilled with the blade and light-footed, carries rusted greatsword suffered from severed left leg. Zek. Or Zeke? Zek. Zek? No, probably Zeke. Zeke, a bondsfolk. He spends his youth toiling the fields. Skilled with the blade, carries no equipment. Pash. Pash is an artist for what little that's worth. Skilled with blade, with a sharp eye and seasoned to battle, carries militia crossbow. Bronwyn. Bronwyn is a member of Clad Tragus, known for its bat-like mutations, skilled with a blade and seasoned with battle, carries rusty sword, militia sealed, and brigand... Okay. Oh, that's a portrait! Watch that be your Tinder dating profile picture. Edwig. Aidwig? Aidwig. A noble of a minor clad. Or Clade? Is it Clade or Clad? I don't know. Aidwig is accustomed to a higher standard of living than mere bondsfolk, with a sharp eye, versed in arcana arts, and seasoned in battle, carries militia crossbow. Alright, well, I can't afford any of them, so I'm gonna leave. That's really neat, though. I like that we get that option, and I like that each of them have their own portrait. Awesome, 10 coins. Alright. Well, I know we're going to have to go through the forest, but I am going to go to the tower and fulfill that guard's last wish. I like that I get to see the interiors of areas too. But yeah, I imagine it's not just the coin to get a mercenary to start with that's going to be expensive. It's also going to be the cost after each fight. I gotta know who the artist is. Like, what are their socials? I want to follow them. The semaphore operator looks a little lethargic. It seems like he's not entirely there, and after his gaze quickly slides across your face, you can also tell that he's definitely not interested in you.
What's this? What do you want?
Have you sent a message to Kvass about the demon attack?
And why would I have done such a thing? Sure, there's been folks swarming the inn talking about demons and whatnot, but there are demons everywhere these days, and folk are quickly spooked. I reckon it was all just bad weather. Nothing to worry the good folks at Kvass about.
No, I was there. It was a demon attack, old man.
Well, now that I think of it, I suppose nobody actually mentioned any bad weather. But I ain't climbing up those ladder rungs with these old knees. Not at this time of day. You'll have to do it yourself.
What do I do?
Listen carefully now, because I'll only say this once. Climb the ladder and use the cephalmal controls. Pull the left lever, then the right, then the left again. Spit on the eye and give it a yank. Got it?
Got it. Left, right, left. Good. Now leave this old man to his musings. Leave me. I've got to play Uma Musume and get my dailies in. You find an old contraption of some sort. It seems connected to the semaphore mechanism. Or semaphore. Try to operate it. You try to remember what the old man told you. Left, right, left, spit. You pull the levers and feel the mechanism shudder to life above you. Ad break in 4.5 minutes, heads up. The man appears to have dozed off. Okay, it's set. Alright, good to know. Well, there isn't really anything else to do here as far as I know. We have a new party member, and we have pretty much gotten all of our items that we could use, so I think we're set to go. The only thing that I kind of wish we could have is maybe some options for more character customization. Because, like, I don't mind the main character's look here, but part of me kind of wishes I could maybe change the hair and facial features. Oi, stop right there. This is the camp of the gloaming gates. Step 1 foot further and I'm calling the lads. Do your worst, you git. With pleasure. Ow. Alright, target. Target. Alright, maybe just a regular attack then. Nothing happened there. Alright. Alright, let's take care of the range guy first. There we go. Okay, so if you have 2 weapons in hand, you can actually do double attacks. Good to know. Alright, Shears is getting hurt pretty badly, so I'm gonna... On their next turn, I'm gonna have Selgair use a healing item. Nice, poison. Medicinal herbs on Shears. And they get to go again. Wonderful. Oh, they missed. Okay. Oh, goody, bleed. Okay, so I'm guessing the 2 attacks, if you have 2 weapons equipped, is more of a, is more like a chance to do 2 attacks as opposed to guaranteed 2 attacks. Nice. Bile. Cast Tummy Hurt. You cast Tummy Hurt on yourself. Masterful Gambit. What are your weapon skills? Fully Pierce Armor? Let's do that. Oh my god! Holy shit, that's a lot. You use a medicinal herb. There we go. You gonna heal yourself? Yeah, I thought so. You get stunned. And are you going to miscast again? Wonderful. All right. Okay, I guess that was a miss, but ad break's actually about to start, so we're going to go into 3 minutes of ads, hour of no pre-roll, so hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. All right. So, this guy is being kind of a dickhead on being really stubborn, so I'm just going to wail on him. Target. See if we can hit the head. Son of a bitch. All right. Bile, please don't miscast. There we go. And we're going to need more healing items when we get back to the inn. Because we have not encountered a healing spell in this game whatsoever. There we are. Actually, hold on. Before I continue down there, probably should just go ahead and get more moss. We have not had any random encounters in the overworld yet, which I find interesting. Part of me thinks maybe that might be because they just keep encounters to the localized areas you're in. God, I love this innkeeper's design. She's so cool looking. Of course, I've waived the fee. You're welcome to stay as long as you need, so long as you're comfortable sharing. Now, come on. The beds are just through here. Oh, that's nice of her. All right. The autosaves are so fast, too. Welcome back to the Blind Bat. What can I do for you? All right, we're going to buy 10 of these. That'll work. And we'll buy a campfire, too. And, yeah, it makes sense that... Wait, the dagger does more than the spear? I'm going to buy a dagger, actually. Wait, I did not mean to select that. God damn it. Okay, well, I wanted to try something. Okay, she can equip something offhand, I can equip something offhand, and because she's got a spear, she has also got that. Alright, well, I want my shield back. You keep a dagger on you, in case you can do physical at some point. Okay, that's something I don't care for. When the camera angle decides to go wacky, the character ends up moving in a different direction. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, because there's no combat in some of these areas, but after a hard day's march, you are cold, tired, and hungry, and at your wit's end. As your party makes camp and prepares for rest, you curse everything from your troop to the forest, its spirits, and even your cruel ancestors. You wake up all alone, but not at all. A silhouette sits next to you by the campfire, and making out any of its features is completely impossible. A voice with no color or character quietly addresses you. You can ask me 3 questions, friend. For your hospitality, I answer. Am I dead? Aye and nay, brother. Take it however you want. A voice calls out to me ever since Draynog. What is that voice? The mummer. Will I survive through my ordeals? Most unlikely. Well, that wasn't helpful at all. 3 answers should cite the rest of ye. Wake up. In the morning, you find a black hat sitting by the dead campfire containing an odd trinket. You pocket it, pack up camp, and continue your journey. Gambler's Luck. Rusty pieces of plate armor used as chips in the game of Lunatic Brigade increases hit chance. Live your life as a mercenary, and then play games about being one. Okay. Neat. I'm guessing those are just special interactivity points that you encounter. I'm guessing, yep. Increases hit chance? Selgair, I'm going to give that to you. I'd rather have the range characters be able to hit more from the back. That, I think, is the good call to make. There's another campsite there. Whoa, what did I just find? Hello? Oi, you there. You enjoying this road, are ye? The brigand cracks his knuckles. It's okay.
Look here, you better show this here road some respect, because it's our road. Property of the gloaming gets you here.
The brigand grins, clearly proud. That's a stupid name.
Ah, you twat.
The brigand spits and shakes his fist.
Now look here, it's 10 coins to pass by this road. You're gonna pay you for what?
Oh, I think I avoided that when I got to the fortress the first time. Oops.
Sod that, I'm not paying. You're gonna regret that. Come on, boys.
I'm not going to be very consistent with my... I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the player voice here. I cast Tummy Hurt. Okay, so they get no damage, but they can get the drawbacks from being hit like that. Interesting. Pierce and Break. Both your characters and enemies have a defense value determined mostly by armor, which negates a certain amount of a weapon's total damage. A high enough defense will completely negate any damage to health. To counter defense, all weapons have a Pierce and Break stat. Pierce is the amount of weapon's total damage that will ignore defense, dealing direct health damage. Weapons such as daggers have a high Pierce. Break, meanwhile, will negate defense by that amount with each attack until the end of the fight, With break weapons, it is possible to reduce a character's defense to 0. Blunt weapons like maces have high break. After battle, your character will automatically regain their poise and repair any equipment, meaning you always start a battle with full defense. Good to know. Come on. Big damage. Nice miss, bozo. All right, and you're not doing that anymore, so we're going to disrupt you. And now you're on the back row. Okay, cool. Oh, come on. All right, magic on you. How does bile work on you? Pretty decently. Oh, come on. Maybe I'm missing because I'm... Also, I need to heal up. There we go. Okay, so status ailments can go away after a while. That's what I was testing. I wasn't using my status ailment healing stuff because I was like, what if, you know? Okay, yeah, so long as there's somebody in the way, it will always be a miss. Good to know. Oh, cool, a miscast. Pfft. All right. Yeah, sure enough. All right. Oh, come on.
There we go.
Good shit. All right, now are the... Okay, the gatekeeper's still dead. Let's see if I can sneak up on this guy. Sneak up on this chuckle fuck. Can I go completely around? No. Does the rope have collision? No. There we go. Advantage, baby. All right. I don't think I should be targeting head at all. It's not been doing me very well. Okay, and then when they're up next, they can hit him with the crossbow. That should kill him. Nope, not quite. %94 chance in... Okay. Wonderful. I wonder if I could stack status ailments. My guess is maybe no. There's a KO. And you miss. And then you go down. And then we just wail on this guy. Magic, bile, boom. And still a miscast. All right. Great. Cool. Nice. That was the last poison we got. We're going to target the right arm. And that's no damage. Cool. And then... piercing shot. There we go. It doesn't seem like we really have skill points. It's just drawbacks in the combat itself. Some party members can level up. All right. So, status. So we leveled up, and so did Tozur. Tozair? I don't know how to pronounce her name. Resistance to status ailments. Having more agility would be nice, but given that this is a demo, let's go with heart. Oh, 2 points remaining. Oh, okay. So we get more than just one. Melee. And we'll go to grit. And then for you, magic, some more heart, and some grit. There we go. And health-wise, how are we looking? We're looking a bit rough in spots, so we'll top ourselves off a little bit. Perfect. All right, wonderful. Broken pipe. An ancient pipe seemingly broken. Maybe someone at the Blind Bat Inn will know what to do with this. Oh, no. Oh, God. Wait, talk? Nice miss. Oh, wait, no, so the spears can. I'm just missing a bunch. All right, cool. We'll stun this guy. Then we'll cast Bile on the armored motherfucker. Get him poisoned. Wonderful. Actually, if the, okay, something that I would really like in the full version, if that can be implemented, is if the timeline can show if the targeted... Okay, so when I'm targeting an enemy, it'd be nice to see that... It'd be nice to see if I... On the timeline on the left, if the enemy I'm targeted could get highlighted on the timeline. So, like, if I'm attacking the armored brigand or one of the other people in the back, if it could correlate, like, oh, you're attacking the person that's going after the player or going after Shears, like that. Because, I don't know who's, like, because all the portraits are so similar, I don't know which brigand I'm attacking. Am I attacking the one that's going after Shears or going after, Selgair? Just a little something. Oh, wait, no, Disrupt sends them, oh. I see now. Alright, they can start killing off the armored guy with piercing shot. Beautiful. Oh, that's a gun. There we go. Cast it on you. Beautiful. That's not beautiful. Nice. Nice miss, idiot. Stun you. Maybe? Yes. And then cast Bile. I'm going to see if they stack. They can stack! Oh, that's lovely. I like that quite a bit. Alright, and then you're going to heal like an asshole. There you go. Then this guy goes next. Perfect. All right. Very nice. And it said talk, but there's no one in here, so... Wait. Oh. Ooh. Rusted musket. A powerful and slow-ranged weapon. These notches mean it works. Buckshot and stun shot. I know who I'm giving that to, Selgair. How do you feel about getting a goddamn gun? Getting a pew-pew. Alright, we'll go give the pipe back to the old guy, and we will then rest at the inn and see about the forest, and I feel like after the forest would be a good spot to end the demo. Or at least end the showcase if that's not where the demo ends. I love this, though. This is such a cool-looking game.
Ah, you're back. Have you found my pipe yet?
I have it, but it's broken.
Ah, yes, that's the one. Give it here.
He grabs the broken pipe from your hands.
Ah, it looks broken, but these swords clearly just don't appreciate ancient craftsmanship.
He fiddles with the junk, cutting his fingers and cursing until the object vaguely resembles a pipe.
Ah, the thing of beauty.
He offers the pipe to you.
Here, take it, along with the coin I promised.
But you said it was your father's pipe. You return the pipe to the old soldier, who gave you a reward. Wanderer's pipe, a pipe of someone favored by the makers, increases your courage in battle.
To tell the truth, my father was a right bastard. When he returned from the crusade, he couldn't shake the evils he saw there. He joined those very gloaming gits and spent his last years preying on honest folk. Hey, maybe I just wanted to teach those gits a thing or two.
The man trails off, gazing into his pint. You think it best to leave him be. Alright, well, we'll rest up here. Okay, I'm guessing that is a, that's a accessory? It is. Increase your courage in battle. Give that to you. Alright. Well, I think with that, we're going to go to the forest and see how far that goes. What is this? While walking near Kuthog's forest, you feel a palpable sense of dread emanating from the swaying trees. As your party walks in an uneasy silence, your mind feels foggy. When you come to your senses, you realize not only that you have entered the forest without intending to, but that you are completely lost. Your troop has traveled the island far and wide, but this place feels completely unfamiliar to you, even in the daylight. And so, another whole day is spent trying to get out of the green thicket to no avail. Old Ol's lesson, petition the spirits. Old Ol, your stage steward, spent more time in the wilds than he did with the troop when it was on the road. In time, you grew to believe that in his younger years, he was a clade trapper. Or he was a clade trapper, that's why he was so good at disappearing every morning and returning with fresh meat before each sunset. Dangerous foreign meat for your cook piglet to cautiously examine, soak in clad waters and spices, and then prepare for the troop. You don't recall a single instance when he'd be late with his prey or got lost. He always said it was down to the spirits. Remember his wisdom. You find a nice piece of tree bark, and on it you write with a small twig your petition to the forest spirits. You leave your message on a tree stump, then you turn all your clothes inside out, bend down, and begin staring at the baleful forest from between your own legs. Soon the image begins to spin, little by little. Instead of getting dizzy, suddenly you gain a strong sense of clarity towards a certain opening in the deadfall. You feel the forest itself showing you the way. Feeling incredibly confident, you march forward in the direction you intuited. Your party is overjoyed when, finally, the trees give way to reveal the evening sun rolling over grasslands. Before you leave the clearing, you notice the wind rustling the leaves of a certain tree. Upon inspection, you find a skeleton clutching a fistful of coins. That's a cool little sequence. All right, in the forest we go. I am loving this aesthetic. Like, this aesthetic is so cool. Hello? Seriously, who's the artist for the portraits? These are amazing. The old man's furrowed brows entirely conceal his eyes from view, but he seems to register your approach.
Another wretched soul for Kuthog, have we?
We want to pass through the forest.
We want to pass through the forest. Folk rarely seek passage through Kuthog's forest these days. Oh no, they come to cremate the souls of those who wronged them and condemn them to an eternity of misery. I would venture into the forest itself, no sirs. No, I wouldn't. The otherworld spirits that haunt the fungal glades are impervious to mortal weapons, see? There's only one way to defeat them, and it ain't easy.
How do I defeat the spirits of the forest?
Well, Mama always said that those otherworld spirits are poor souls who managed to escape Kuthog's afterlife, and now wander the forest unable to leave. She told me that in her youth, some brave knights of clad tragus needed to hurry through the forest. They smeared their souls with soul moss, so that their blades became attuned to the other world, and they could cut through the spirits like they were slicing through stems. You know, I always kept a clump or two just in case the story was true. Here, you can have some. It'll be fine. The spirits never come this far.
The spirits of a soul garden are impervious to physical attacks, but with this moss, one's weapons can easily cut through their spirit flesh.
The moss often grows on the shells of snails, so if you need more, just try scraping some off of those. Of course, it would be that it's all a load of snail shite. My ma was always fond of her fanciful tales.
Why are those cremated here condemned to misery?
Well, in times long past, the time of my grandpa and my grandma, Cathag was a kind benevolent gardener. He was like any soul gardener. He offered to take the souls of the dead into his care.
Not into.
Each soul gardener cultivates their own afterlife in the other world, a special realm where the dead can find peace. And Cathag's realm was supposed to be a fine place to lay your ancestors to rest. Only, sometime when my ma was young, something changed. Folks say Cathag went mad. He turned his afterlife into an accursed place, and would spout some nonsense about revenge on those that wronged him. These days, folk only come to the forest to cremate those that they hate. Rogues and villains and the like, because they know what they won't find rest in Cathag's garden. He spits. In these troubled times, there ain't no virtuous soul gardeners left, see? Cathag's mad. Isling's disappeared. Colat's said to have fled to the continent. None of us still breathing have to accept we'll face a dark... Oh, no, those of us still breathing have to accept we'll face a dark death. There's no afterlife waiting for us.
I'll be on my way.
You be careful out there, alright?
Okay, so we get those on snails if we're running out of them. Good to know. I'm guessing... Yeah, we use that in battle. Okay. Good to know. Any chests? Uh-huh. Found 10 coin. What the hell is this thing? What are you? Are you a snail? What the fuck is that? That is okay, those are snails, and that's a snail. Oh, man. This enemy design is gruesome looking. I love it. This music's unnerving, too. Use it on their gun. Enchant gun. And then use this on the snail. There we go. Oh, wait, no, these aren't spirits. Okay, well, I just burned those for no fucking reason. I'm guessing we probably find the spirits when we see them. Snail meat gun. Get biled. Oh, come on. It's 1 health. Oh, you had a last chance? Interesting. Huh. Okay, did we get some of that moss? Yes, we did. Wonderful. Ooh, more level ups. All right. And you, I'm going to give you more of a ranged. Get more agility. And then they haven't leveled up yet. They are not close on that front. Now, what is over here? Oh. That unlocked something. We should also use some of that. What is this? A crumbling statue of a young woman clothed in logal regalia of one who tends to the soul gardens. You spot an engraving nearly worn away. Give thoughts to Aok. Yeah, Aok, of the humblest of Kothag's servants, unjustly condemned to a dark death. Her sacrifice will not go unpunished. Aha! I figured there'd be something here. Coin. Okay. Yeah, so far my first impressions of this game is that I love the way the world looks. The gameplay's pretty solid, and I like the systems in place here that differentiate it from other turn-based RPGs. That's really cool. A lot of this stuff is really cool. And it's a very unique-looking setting. Oh, hello. Oh, you're a spirit. I thought you were an NPC. Okay, I'm guessing... I'm guessing maybe spirits are only going to be one character. So did we just get lied to? Because that is damage I'm doing. It's one damage, but I'm doing it. Unless maybe the soul stuff lasts longer? Huh. Also, I find it funny that I can poison a soul. I have no idea how that works. Like, how do you poison a ghost? And another level up for Selgair. We're giving you more ranged and giving you some... grit. Get them up. All right, what is in here? Leafin Anchor, a leaf of a foreign tree that refuses to wither, used by channelers. Anchor spellcasting items will allow you to cast channeling spells. These are separate from codex spellcasting items, which allows the casting of shaping spells. While shaping magic is physically based and very powerful, channeling magic is of the other world and has spells that can buff allies and demoralize foes. Oh! Wait. Damn it! Is that any better or worse than what she had before? Maybe it's just different. Let's test it. Let's give it a test run. Because if it's the buffing one, that may be beneficial for me. God, I love this setting. It's so cool looking. More snail. It's a very extensive demo, too. Like, you get a lot of content here. I'm, like, 2 hours in already. And I should also say, I'm going to be trying to look more... I'm going to try and be a bit longer on these, because I want to showcase these demos more in full, versus how I normally have done demo days where I give maybe an hour or two at max. Like, I'm going to really make sure I get through a lot of demos and showcase everything that they've got. Because Next Fest is a special event, even though, as I've said, the generative AI shit that's been in a lot of the showcases is really, it's disheartening. Anchors are a type of conduit that allows the wielder to cast channeling magic. It can be cast just like range weapons, e.g. from the back row. Buffs and debuffs, as opposed to shaping spells. While exceptionally powerful, spells can miscast, causing not only the spells to fail, but also the caster to receive damage or a debuff. Okay, good to know. Adrenaline grants haste, increasing turn rate. You get haste immediately? How much higher? Okay, by 1. Still, really? You can just get haste immediately in this game? That's crazy good. Okay, so I guess the situation on that is, would I want the trade-off of doing good spell damage versus buffing? I don't know. All right, let's get them up. Honestly, I'm not really seeing too much of a difference as far as the speed and turn order. Oh, God. Well, if anything, what would be helpful for channeling spells is healing. Oh, God. Oh, yay, another miss. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with Bile for now, because having haste is good, but unfortunately it's not really the thing that's presently good, I feel, for my party dynamic. Okay, poison can also heal itself. Good to know. All right, they're poisoned, but that's fine. Another miss, that's cool at 80%. I love that. Pass again. It is nice that it doesn't seem like we keep our status ailments. It doesn't seem like we keep our status ailments when we go out of a battle, which is good to know. Yeah, I don't know if it's because of party speed, but I'm really not noticing a difference on hasted characters versus non-hasted. Like, not for nothing, but that's just what I'm noticing here. Also, we're not too bad on health, so we're going to give you back your codex. Try to gather as much of the snail stuff as possible. Get stunned. Nice. 1 damage is still damage. The only downside to changing to a gun is that we really missed that piercing, but that's a trade-off I'm willing to be okay with. We're gonna pass. Bile again. There we go. We'll just go normal attack. Never mind. Okay, wonderful. Poison killed the last chance that it had, so a bile, if it hits, should do it. There we go. Beautiful. Wonderful. There's that. We'll unlock the tower over there. More coin. That soldier's just standing there. That looks pretty boss important, like. If I were a betting man. Idol of Attunement, an artifact that will attune one with the other world, increasing its bearer's damage against fey spirits that lurk in the dark corners of the world. I have a feeling I would like to equip that because having one of the melee hitters do that would be really handy. That way we're not spending as much on that soul item. Okay, so it seems like it is just a minimal damage type of thing. I give the ghost acid reflux. Never mind, I got acid reflux. I give ghost acid reflux. Oh, my mage is not doing hot. Oh, my mage is not doing hot. Hold on. Use item. There we go. Yeah, I'm kind of confused because the guy made it sound like I couldn't really do anything with my party members, so or do anything to the enemies that are ghosts if I didn't have this item used. But unless it lasts for a while on like a time duration, I've been damaging them. Like, I'd understand if it's like, oh, you can only do so much to them without this buff. And it can't be the mischance, because I've had shit mischances, like, a lot. There we go. Still find it funny that I can poison a ghost somehow. So yeah, I guess due to the slow going on leveling up, not gonna expect to, be a super high level in this game by the end. Alright, well, that's all of my healing items. find it cool that I can climb a lot of the environment here. What is this? Spell Chitin. It's a shaping spell, grants hardened, which increases... Oh, that's pretty good. If I had another character, maybe... Damn, alright, that's good. Oh, she can cast it despite only having the codex equipped? Interesting. Again, I'd like to have the enemies be... Alright. Yeah, if that's any note that I could have for the developers is... The enemies on the timeline could be highlighted if I'm targeting them. Because I can't really tell which enemy on the turn order I'm attacking. I don't know if that's by intention or if that could be implemented in the future. I'd like it to be because it'd be a nice feature and gives an extra element of strategy to... have the players like consider what enemies to attack next for the turn order. So if there's any note that I would add, it'd be that. There we go. All right, that's done. And I was wrong. That's not the boss area. Oh, that motherfucker looks serious. We don't have any reserve party members. We just have our current people. Well... I guess we go for it. You look serious.
Oh, you look cool! Who be you to defile the sacred grove of Kothag? The souls that dwell in her sacred afterlife must not be disturbed. Their penance is long and of great import.
Our first boss. Ow! Oh god, you hurt. Misses, wonderful. Let's use a Soul Moss on Shears. Terror? What does that do? I'm gonna guess it's not good, whatever it is. Try it on the Soul Angel. Awesome, poisoned. Great. Yes! Oh god, that's wonderful that they can miscast on themselves. That's too low of a chance. Honestly, we've been having pretty bad mischances lately. There, and Bile on this guy to finish him off. There we go. stun the ghost. Miss the ghost. Ow. Okay, they didn't get terrored, which is good. Soul Moss on... Can you not cast... Alright. Oh, that didn't change my terror? Okay, good to know. Yeah, I figured that would miss. Let's go chitin on the player as well. I want to harden them up and keep them from getting hurt too badly. Disrupt you. Also, ad break in 5 minutes, heads up. Ah, shit. Keep the bile up. Almost on him. It's this last guy that's being a bitch to fucking kill. Yes! Oh my god. 82%, come on, man. How about that? There we go. Jesus Christ, this is the most evasive asshole ever. There. Okay, now we're starting to get it. Bile, and that'll do it, I think. Yes! Beautiful. Whew! That guy was evasive. The shimmering pool of water has an uncanny quality. Beneath the ripples, you do not see your reflection, but a vast city of resplendent towers. Step into the water. You step into the pool. At first you feel cold stone beneath your feet, but the floor sags underfoot and suddenly buckles under your weight. You fall through the water and into a searing sky. You are not underwater, but tumbling through the air. When you stop screaming, you notice the towers speeding past you on your descent. They are all floating, some interconnected with walkways, others simply dangling in midair. You plummet in the midst of an impossible flying city with the ground rushing to meet you. The impact should kill you, but instead you crumble into an abyss of pain. You do not know how long you lie there, but the agony is all-consuming. After fading in and out of consciousness, you gain the composure to stand. There is no doubting it. You are in the other world. By the looks of it, some sort of afterlife for the local clads. Your only hope is to petition its Soul's Gardener, wherever they are. You are in a small urban square, surrounded by grounded towers. A gate leads further into the city. You also notice a small rusted bell among the cobblestones. Ring the bell. The bell makes a dull note when you ring it, and emits a faint glow. After that, nothing. At your wit's end, you lie back on the floor, finding not the strength to do aught else. You are starving, and your stomach gnaws at you from within, but death never comes. Who knows how long you lie like that? Until... a flash of light. You are not in the city, but a resplendent palace chamber. A being of surreal beauty floats before you, all eyes, wings, and mouths. You find you cannot look directly at it, for its grandeur is blinding. Oh, cool! Ah, my sweet soul, I apologize. The words sing through your mind. I try to grant audience with all the souls I tend in this garden, and there were many who sought my counsel before you. What do you wish to ask me? Why do you torment your souls? A sudden chill emanates from the Soul Gardener. My sweet soul, do you not remember what was done? Do you not remember that unforgivable act? I will not utter it here. You're the soul gardener here? You've gone rotten. Ah, such malice I have not heard in some time. My souls, they used to rage at me with such fury, but now they accept their fate with grim resignation. I am pleased to see that passion still blooms within these fields. I seek passage through your forest. Ah, sweet child, do you mean to say? A warm feeling flows through your body. Ah, but you are not of my flock. Your heart still beats. Then I am sorry, child, but you cannot linger in my paradise. You must return to the waking world and continue on your way. When you wake, the doors will be open. All right, well, we'll see what happens when the ad break is done. So 3 minutes, then an hour of no pre-rolls after. So hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. All right. So we are talking to the Soul Gardener. I love this design. I love the art in this game. It's so good. Suddenly you find yourself gasping for air in the shallow pool. Your companions rush to your aid, and when you've caught your breath, you ask them how long you were down there. They look puzzled and reply that it's been 5 minutes at most. You gather your things and depart. You do not dare step in the pool again. This is such a cool sequence. I like this. And it's just the setting. I love this. And sure enough, there we go. All right. I figured, like, that felt like the perfect place to end a demo if I were to pace it. Yes. Okay. Thoughts. This game has got a lot going for it that's really, really cool. I love the setting. I love the art. The combat is very nice, and I like the ideas present here. And I, so far, just love the vibe of this game. The only notes are the camera changes can cause the movements of the characters to get a bit wonky. And as I said earlier, if they could potentially implement some kind of highlighting system on the timeline for whatever enemy you're selecting in an enemy party so that you can strategize on what enemies to prioritize in a given combat encounter, that would be a really nice thing to have. Not like... It'd be really nice, but not entirely necessary. It just would be nice to have. But I would nonetheless recommend this game very highly. I like 2.5 hour long demo, and I really enjoyed every minute of it. So if you liked what you saw, be sure to give this game a wishlist over on Steam. Follow the devs on their socials as well as their websites. They've got a Blue Sky, and yeah, big recommendation. This game is once more coming out on August 18th. So in 2 months, 2 months, we're going to be getting this game. And this is a definite recommendation from me. There's just so much charm and love and care packed into this. Go check this game out.